It is beyond me, as they say, it's above my pay grade, to try to explain why such suffering is allowed to happen in our world. I've had some pretty interesting conversations with the Lord these days. As if the COVID pandemic weren't enough, as if all of the strife and division we see in our culture, in our country, in our communities, in our state at this time weren't enough. You, in this part of God's vineyard, have experienced a tremendous tragedy and loss due to these wildfires. But I bring to you not just my own personal presence, but as the shepherd of this local church in Western Oregon, I bring with me the love, the prayers, the concern, and the support of all your brothers and sisters in Christ throughout our local church in Western Oregon. I can tell you, the folks throughout the Archdiocese have been rallying to the support of this community. And sadly, we know that the tragedy and the loss that has occurred here has hit disproportionately those among us in our Hispanic community, and quite honestly, those of lower income, which makes it an even greater burden for them. And our antiphon for the psalm this weekend is, "The Lord is near to all who call upon him." And that, quite honestly, is the message that I would like all of you to carry in your hearts in these days.
God allows suffering and evil for one reason and one reason alone, in order to bring out of it an even greater good.
The most sublime example of that is what happened to his own son. And so whenever we have those doubts about what God is up to, look at the cross and see that God has not abandoned us. He loves those who are suffering so greatly in this hour.
But when we are in the midst of suffering, when we are in the midst of the darkness, we can't see it. Trust in God. He is with you now closer than ever. And just as he did not abandon his son but raised him to new life, he will not abandon you.
Your brothers and sisters across this archdiocese are coming to your aid, not just with their prayers, not just with their moral support, but with their real practical aid.
I cannot tell you how many people have written to me asking me while I am here to express their love and their concern for all of you.
And so, my brothers and sisters, just know that you are not forgotten. You are not alone.